for this demo already. Like, there's so many of them already.
Yeah. Dun, dun. Playing the intro. Do, 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 do. Hello everyone, my name is Kieran and welcome back to the Mighty Cunapple Show. No, it's been a wee while since we did a normal podcast. And today I have a special episode because, as you see to the right of me, you have beautiful LucyLover.
What's the story? What's
and
the crack?
What's the crack? And we also have AJ joining us as well.
I'm more beautiful.
He is more beautiful, as you see his picture there. That wee soul patch. And also joining us in complete and utter silence, we have PrecinctRanger. Yes, he's here in spirit. So yes, we have quite a packed podcast in it because, as you don't, if you don't know already, the Resident Evil 3 demo came out. Actually, first, I just want to ask, how are you guys doing?
Do good.
Don't ask. You doing good, Lucy? Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if you know, but I lost my job because of the coronavirus. So
fuck! Did you actually?
Yeah. So I'm full-time streaming now on Twitch, and it's been going amazingly. So I'm in a good mood.
Mate, that's good. That's really good.
So
I'll try and remember to get the Twitch Prime subscription over your way. Wait, what day is it today? Oh, tomorrow is when I can do it. Right, there we are. March 23rd.
I didn't know you had that mustache. You're sporting a mustache. I didn't realize that.
I'm trying to grow. I was telling AJ before the podcast. I'm trying to see throughout this entire coronavirus pandemic. Yeah. I'm going to grow out my facial hair. So that means by the time the pandemic ends, I'll emerge from my house looking like I survived the apocalypse.
Yeah.
So I'll be looking scruffy as fuck. So
is it cleaner to actually not have a beard though? Is it? Yes. Germs get stuck in the beard all the time. Something.
That's fine. Yeah. It'll be fine. I already had the coronavirus just there. It's all good. I had it for a week. I'm healthy now. I'm alright.
You're not joking, eh?
I had some sort of illness.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh mate, last week was a fucking hectic week, man. I had 2 uni deadlines. So I was powering them, and I started them the same day they were due. And then also that week I was filming a short film, and we were on a 2-day shoot, and it was fucking stressful organising that, and I got ill on the first day, and then the second day the director texted me and she was like, I can't come in and do it, by the way, because I'm feeling a wee bit unwell. And I was like, yeah, I've definitely gave her fucking something, man. And and I was like, do you know what? I've already paid for this location because I'm the producer, man. I organised everything for this day. I'm like, I'm going in, fucking doing it. Went in, got 3 other crew members or something like that. Fucking powered through the day. I was unwell as fuck, ears blocked and shit like that. But we got it done. And next day we postponed and I think we cancelled the shoot. The rest of it. So we have 2 days of shoot. We got a bunch of footage of half the film done, and we can't finish the other fucking half because coronavirus. So it's a fun time.
Yeah.
I also had gum disease as well. But yeah, let's move on to Resident Evil 3. A lot of hype about that. The demo came out. People have, every time me and Lucy stream, probably AJ as well, you're always asked, have you played the demo yet? Lucy?
Me?
Have you played the demo yet?
Yeah. I've played it a lot. I've probably played it more than I bet I'd probably played it more than anyone here because I'm a speedrunner.
Yeah.
So I've been trying to speedrun it and experiment with things and yeah.
I played it almost 6 hours.
Really?
Yep.
Yeah, I played.
I don't know what it says on Steam, but I played it for 7 hours yesterday on stream.
God.
2 days ago.
Right behind you, then, boy.
Well, I've been playing it a lot offline as well. So
Did you played it twice. Bobbleheads, though?
No, I've only gotten 10 of them. I
got them.
Yeah, doesn't only some of them appear after Nemesis appears, isn't it?
Certain things you're gonna do, which I'm not gonna spoil.
Okay.
I've only played it through twice. Once on stream, and then the other time it was 2 o'clock in the morning, and I was like, fucking power this on, put earphones on and shit like that. Experience, because my first playthrough when like you first meet Nemesis, I just instantly turned around and then went back to the save room. Instead of full on like fighting him, and then every time I watched someone else's playthrough, I think I watched yours as well. Like, it was just full on confrontation, and I'm like, yeah, I'll do that. I'll try it. I'll give that a bash. Did not work out at all. I got fucked.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah,
God,
I felt as if when I started fighting back,
yeah,
I started doing a bit more well. Like I shot him twice with the shotgun, 3 times with the shotgun, and he kind of staggered.
Yeah.
Like, oh, maybe he's not that
Yeah.
resilient as I think he is.
See, he startled me because, like, as I walked towards him, he just went on a full-on fucking sprint towards me, and I was like, oh, okay, I was not expecting just this guy, massive hunk, just to fucking
Welcome
run.
to 1999, Bundy.
Hey, see, the thing is, like, I played the original Resident Evil 3, but I didn't really enjoy it that much. I was one of those people I didn't really care too much about. I didn't really care too much about it. I was just like, it's there. Resident Evil 1 remake was the shit. Resident Evil 3 was just, just a city or something. I don't know.
You know, it's funny you say that because I know a lot of people who've only played Resident Evil 3 original late in their lives, like recently, and they've all kind of said the same thing, saying that like they didn't really care much about what was going on in that game as much as other Resident Evils.
Nah,
which I think is kind of crazy.
It feels like,
well, to be fair, gamers have the attention span of a fucking fly now. So
yeah. See, for me back then, it's like, I think it was just like the uniqueness of it. Like, obviously you have Nemesis, that's the unique element, right? But like in terms of setting, you had Resident Evil 1, the mansion, quite unique, quite cool. Remake, the upgraded mansion. You had Resident Evil 2, police station, but you had like city elements and all that as well. And then Resident Evil 3 was just a city.
Yeah. It was just chaos. Like it reminds me of when I played through a demo. The city kind of reminds me of Gotham City, and it's kind of like a Batman Arkham City or Batman Arkham Knight. I got the same kind of weird claustrophobic vibe of there's something kind of dark and I don't want to say gothic, but I think they kind of nailed it. Like all it is it's basically in the demo. It's just mostly alleys and small streets. Yeah, which is the original as well. I like the way they did it.
Yeah, the thing is, like, when I played the demo, I went in. Apologize there. I had my dinner just before. I went in with like not lowish, like medium expectations, and I came out with like higher expectations because I was like, oh, this is actually pretty cool shit. I like this. I like that. I like the atmosphere of it. Atmosphere is way better.
Yeah,
it's immersion.
Did you find like how? Because when I played the demo the first time, I did it on stream, right? And then I finished it. And then I was like, wow, that was really good. And everybody in my chat was like, you didn't even explore everywhere.
Yeah,
I didn't even find the safe.
It was after I talked with AJ, actually. On his stream, he was in a fucking few areas, and I'm like, I have no idea what the fuck that is. And it was only in my second playthrough is like, AJ, you told me about the crowbar. No, not the crowbar, the fucking, what you call it? Bolt cutters?
Bolt cutters.
Yeah,
the bolt cutters.
And there's like 3 different areas or something like that you can get.
That's how you get the shotgun.
Yeah.
The bolt cutters.
I forgot to unlock the safe as well, actually. Fuck.
There's a store in the very beginning too before you go to Moon's Donuts.
Yeah, that's where one of the bubble head things are, yeah.
I know there's a first aid and the ultra gunpowder in there.
Yeah.
And did you know that you can actually play the game in easy as well?
Yep.
And you get a machine gun.
Yes, but I'm not a pussy, man.
But did you know this? Did you know you don't have to use R1? You could just use the aiming button to dodge, just like the old game.
Because we've been doing it. We've been testing that with speedrunning as well. There's a bit of a debate going on with speedrunning. What's the better method? Is it just aiming? Is aiming better, or is it like? Because I changed my bindings. I use actually E and Q to dodge.
They need to get on my level and just explore everything.
See, I could go off all day talking about like speedrunning and what we found about the game.
Is it all about the run, Lucy?
I was waiting for you to say that.
It's like the main game might come out and the main story might be good, but it's all about the run, man. It's all about the run.
What about the run?
Oh man, I know. Me and AJ were talking beforehand about like how there's hundreds of people now like speedrunning the demo, Trying to get
I
like.
thought it was so odd.
So did I. I'm a hypocrite because I was like, why the fuck would I ever speedrun a demo? You can't even submit that.
7-hour stream later.
Just for lulz, I still finished at like 2 minutes and 45.
The world record apparently is 1 minute 46, and I'm 1 minute 48. But apparently 1 minute 45 is possible. That's where some of best splits are telling us.
You better get ready, boy, or I'm coming for you. Run!
Oh my god!
It's actually quite there's to be honest with you, even in the demo, there's quite a bit of RNG to it. With the zombie placements.
What does RNG mean?
Even the item placements too. RNG is random events.
Oh, right, okay.
Mixes
random
up
number generator.
Right.
It can mix up the item placements, the enemy placements, basically their health, shit like that.
Yeah.
It could fuck you, basically. It happens to Lucy all the time.
Yeah, I hear that's why I'm always confused about it, because I didn't want to ask, because people would probably be like, what the fuck? Look, these little... I don't know what you call it. Novice? No, what is it? Noob. There we are. God, I feel like an old man. Yeah. But like, I hear you saying all the time, it's like, oh, that's bad RNG, and then you just reset the run, and I'm like, what just happened?
Yeah. That's the most... sorry. That's the most annoying thing about this demo, though. There's no reset.
Yeah.
You have to die. And, I mean, that was the most infuriating thing about it. But there's a bit of a debate going on at the minute, though, with speedrunners. Like, it's actually at this time that people who are, like, mods on the community, you know, speedrun.com, they have to come up with the rules, the rule set of what's required for this speedrun. Like the biggest debate at the minute now is, I don't know if you know this, AJ, but there's a really weird thing with this game with in-game timer, IGT. So at the beginning of the game, when you leave the train, and you know the way you get into a conversation with Carlos on the radio, but you're still walking. They found out Cursed Toast, he's a guy who made the auto splitter. He found out that the in-game timer actually stops as soon as that conversation on the radio starts, although you're still playing the game. So people were actually skipping that, thinking that, oh, I can just skip it, I'll save time. But it's actually better for speedrun purposes if you just let the conversation go, because you save like
you could keep
15 seconds
up the thing while they're talking and the timer stopped. But if you skip it, it's just going to be like, bleh.
Yeah. So
yeah, I was doing that earlier. And I didn't even know that was actually possible. I did not know they stopped the clock.
Yeah, they don't even know why. Like some speedrunners are saying, why can't we just? Because you know the way most Resident Evil games actually, they're kind of known for an in-game timer. That's what they decide is the ultimate time in the end. With this game, some people are thinking, why don't we just use real time? Because that could kind of mess people up when it comes to.
Yeah.
In my opinion, I think it still should be in-game timer because it's just simple that way. But
although I will say I am very happy because this feels like it wasn't made with speedrunners in mind.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Which means you get work for it, boy.
It's more of a challenge if it's not made for the speedrunners.
That's what I like about speedrunning, when it's not catered to them, so they actually have to work for it and make their own strategies.
Oh man, Nemesis is gonna. Oh, wait, Lucy, you said you were gonna speedrun this game, right? Resident Evil 3?
Oh yeah, 100%.
Mate, Nemesis, I'm gonna fucking enjoy watching you get ripped to shreds by Nemesis, man.
Same.
Oh, man.
Gonna get a reset the game so many times.
Like, bear in mind, that's him without a weapon in the demo. He doesn't even have a rocket launcher or a flamethrower, and he's still a problem. I mean, he has similar AI to the Licker. If you just keep the camera on him, he's not that formidable. But the problem is when you keep the camera on him, he sprints. And he does catch up to you, and then you need to look in front of you because there's maybe zombies or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Speaking of similar, can we discuss how many assets were reused? Because holy shit.
But reused.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that was expected.
I saw the freaking table that's used in the RPD.
Yeah. The box as well from Resident Evil 7.
Process from Resident Evil 2. What the fuck was it? There were so many. Like, I get reusing the assets to save money and time, but holy shit.
You can get away with it in terms of the lore, though. You can be like, oh, well, these objects could exist throughout the exact same city, you know? Same sign. Same object.
I mean, I'm not like overly unhappy about that. Like I was kind of expecting like most things to be like the same, but just a reskin. The only thing that's bugging me is the fact that all the zombie models look exactly the same.
Yep.
Yeah, and even in the original, it wasn't like that. They were like totally different looking zombies.
Yeah, they changed all the zombie models with each game.
Yeah,
every single one between 1 through Code Veronica had different ones.
Yeah,
that's annoying.
Not this one.
I'm just expecting.
There's one zombie. There's like a black girl with an afro. Not an afro, but like dreadlocks.
The lady who's laying down after you get the handgun equipment thing.
Yeah.
And that's it.
I'm just expecting like go through that game and just see the exact same zombie from like Resident Evil 2 remake.
They are. They're literally all the same. All
I can visualize
that
it.
Lady he's talking about is pretty much a clone too. All they did was change her hair.
Yeah.
God's sake, man.
They
should have like an in studio like zombie character creator where it's like a random generator where it's like it's the same sort of model but they just have like a bunch of different attributes to them.
I noticed this weird thing going on with the RE engine still. The intro cutscene with Mikhail. When it gets up close to his face, look at his beard. What is going on with the weird fucking pixely thing? There's like pixels all around his beard.
Are you playing it on console, right?
I am, but let me get a screenshot and I can show you better.
Right, because I couldn't remember that.
I know what you mean. Like sometimes things look a bit like even on RE2, like the facial hair and the hair on the head.
Yeah, it's like
strange when you put the graphics down.
So, see a note I had under RE3 Demo. I put... Oh, do you know what? I remember this. Yeah, I remember this from a certain conversation. So, see how people are always, like, nitpicky when it comes to these sort of games and with the small things? People are really fucking upset about Jill's outfit and her wearing jeans and not a skirt. Actually, do you know what? I wrote down... Here's a quote I wrote down. Some fans being absolute fucking mongrels about Jill's outfit. That's what I wrote in my notes.
Yeah.
I don't even have to write down notes. All I remember seeing is, oh my god, Capcom is so woke. They're playing to the social justice warrior PC bullshit. She's now a feminist who hates men.
I didn't see any of that.
No, I didn't see that at all. No, I didn't see that being represented in the game.
Oh, well, that's what all the fans are bitching about right now. Well, I shouldn't say all the fans, but a very select, virginal type of the fan base.
The retards, yes. I was like, go on, Lucy, laugh. Listen, you with a slight smirk. Oh, man.
I think she looks great, though. I think she looks fantastic.
She does look
fantastic.
She
realistic, man.
Looks way better than Claire.
Yeah.
Oof, I don't know about that now. Claire's my girl.
Claire looks.
That's because you played her like a billion fucking times, man, with her speedruns. Live, die, repeat.
Actually, that's true, yeah.
Yeah. You've seen her behind fucking more than anyone else, eh?
You want to see how it is when she uses that key card at the parking lot? Pause the game and look at those bug eyes.
I know. I don't know. I like a goofy looking girl, man. I don't sometimes. I mean, there's something about her personality as well. There's something a bit more sassy about Jill. Remember when Carlos gave her the radio and she's like, I know what a radio is. And it was like, ooh, she's kind of...
You look like you could
more assertive.
a couple of fires. Fuck you.
Yeah.
She looks like the kind of person that's fucking haul ass with like 20-foot fireballs.
Oh yeah, that was another criticism too. People were saying that she's too overly mean and shit like that. And I'm like, what the fuck do you expect her to do? Work with the people who basically tried to kill her a month beforehand?
Yeah, I think she's great. Like the whole characterization.
Yeah.
I think they did a great job of her.
That's
one. Carlos sounds like Keanu Reeves. I think.
If anything,
maybe it is
one gripe so far with it, and that is when I was playing it, none of it really looked like Resident Evil 3. Like I didn't have that thing where something came out and they're like, oh my god, yeah, I remember this. It was completely all new. I know they said they wanted to reimagine it, but they said the same thing about Resident Evil 2. But at least we still had that familiar, surrounding in a sense. But with Resident Evil 3's demo, I didn't really recognize anything.
Yeah, I guess
little Easter eggs.
Yeah.
I guess it's more difficult to do that when you don't have like such an iconic location like the RPD, where it's so easy
Raccoon City
to
in
look
general
at.
is iconic.
No, I'm not saying it's not, but it is a city after all. Like, I mean, how exact can it be? I know it's only a demo, but maybe we'll see more of it. Like, the hospital as well looks like it's going to be a huge location, and you do go back to the RPD. I don't want to spoil it, but did you see that the French retailers actually gave out the games?
Yeah.
Yep, I warned Bungie this morning to stay away.
Yeah, some people spoiled things on Twitter about it, like little things, but gameplay things they spoiled. So.
Yep, I muted all those fuckers.
I just stay away from people like that, man. No one shares things. It's all good. Don't follow anyone that leaks stuff anyway.
Well, isn't there, remember the original Resident Evil 3 where there's like there's chalk on the ground of like a train track? That's in it, isn't it? I think I saw that in one of the trailers.
That was in like the first trailer, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That little bit? Yeah, it's like the back of a bar or something.
Like, I'm just speaking directly about the demo right now.
Yeah, just the demo. But the thing is, I think, isn't it a good thing to have like all these like new locations and new areas? Yeah.
But I think Resident Evil 2 kind of did it really, really well. Like, with the city, speaking wise, I know we only got to be out there for a little bit, but what we got to go through with the city in Resident Evil 2 is actually recognizable.
Yeah.
My issue with Resident Evil 3 right now is I'm just hoping they didn't go too far off the grid. Like, I'm okay with playing a completely new game, but if it's going to be a completely new game, don't slap Resident Evil 3's name on it.
I don't mind it. Like, I like the fact that it's going to be different. Like,
I think there will be like familiarity. Like, you can, because there will be going to the police station. They're going to visit like Kendo's shop and stuff like that. They will be visiting the main locations. So I think it will be fine in that front.
Yeah, like I said, I have no problem when it comes to like new shit.
Yeah.
I love the original Resident Evil remake, and that was completely overhauled.
Yeah.
It's just, it needs to be recognizable, is what I'm saying.
Yeah. I totally understand that. Yeah, I get that.
I mean, I've only 2 gripes for that at the minute, and like I said, one of them already with the zombie models, they look exactly the same.
Yeah.
But my other one is more of a kind of gameplay thing where it's actually really hard to explain. Like in Resident Evil 2, you could, when you were aiming, let's say I'm aiming with the right click, I just hold the right click, and when I'm moving with WASD, I'm just moving around, and my baby finger is touching shift. Sometimes I'd click that by accident, but the game would prioritize the fact that I'm aiming. It would stay in the aim animation. With this game, one thing that I noticed that it doesn't prioritize it. If you're aiming at a zombie and I'm moving WASD and I'm panicking with the shift button, it prioritizes running. So even though I'm still holding down, or in your case in the console it'd be R1, although I'm holding down R1, it doesn't aim for me and I'm running somewhere, but I want to actually stay still and shoot. And I don't know if I got to go into my settings or something. I've been saying to people, and people are like, I don't know how to fix that, and it's a big difference.
I know what you're talking about, but don't do that on console.
It's probably a PC thing, I guess.
Yeah, it had the sensitivity.
Yeah.
The only thing I found really weird when I was fucking around with the settings was the aim or reticle deceleration or whatever. I had to turn that all the way down.
Oh, is that like the FOV goes, like when you aim your gun, it kind of zooms in a little bit more than that RE2?
Yeah, it's really weird. It's almost like a sticky, like when your reticle goes over an enemy, it makes it slow down.
Oh, yeah. I see. I didn't feel that because I didn't play it on console.
Yeah, I turned that fucker all the way off.
I find this quite interesting because like I never have problems with anything like that sort of stuff. I never really notice it, to be honest.
I haven't had any issues so far with the controls. Like, I think the dodging button is a little weird, so I went into the control types and I changed it to type C because I seen when you do that, it changes it to the O button, like Revelations 2.
Yeah.
But the only thing that sucks is they take your running button, as in clicking your left analog stick in, they change it from that to the R1 button.
Oh.
Which makes no fucking sense.
You have to click R1 once to start running.
Yeah. or hold it. I haven't tested really that much.
I found that actually. See, you just reminded me there. Like on PC, because I have a new gaming PC, by the way. Just want to flex that a wee bit. I downloaded the RE3 demo on there. Just I wanted to see what I could play and what I couldn't play, and the demo ran fucking great, by the way. But I noticed the whole sprinting thing where it's like for some reason, like sometimes when I literally just press forward, it just goes in the sprinting animation like automatically without even pressing the sprint button. I don't know if you guys have had that, but then yeah.
Sprint automatic. Say that.
Yeah, again? It was like an automatic sprint. Like every time there was a few times where all I had to do was just press W. I didn't touch shift. I didn't press any other button. Just hold in W to go forward.
Oh, you just go forward,
and then it just like enters the sprint instead of like the slow walk, which I found quite weird. But that was like the only sort of technical thing I noticed.
That's weird. I haven't noticed that.
No.
Speaking of new shit, that dodge mechanic though, I loves it.
I do like that.
Yeah. Well, I fucking hated it in the beginning because I was like,
I saw.
What is this? I can't get used to this.
Yeah.
Like even Orchlon, like all the best speedrunners were kind of like, they were kind of wondering if it was partly RNG based because it wasn't working sometimes for any of us. I don't know if it was a console thing, but or a PC thing, but I have gotten used to it now, and I do like it. Like it's easy to do, but it's hard to do on a speed run for some reason. You need to time it perfectly.
It's easy to do, but it's hard to master.
People were bitching that the knife was less good to use this time around. I found that if you equip it when you're doing your dodge thingies, and you get that special dodge, the perfect dodge or whatever it's called, and then you have Jill, she comes over and she shanks the zombie right away. You could get 4 swings in without the zombie turning around, so it's going to come in handy for I'd probably say only that breaking crates, but still, it's going to come in handy for saving ammo.
Yeah. That little uppercut she does when you dodge, that's like amazing looking, that is.
I fucking perfected that shit. I was showing Bundy earlier.
Yeah. Mate, if they had that dodging mechanic in RE2, so many problems would be solved.
Yeah.
It's actually kind of funny because playing RE3, with how much we got to do movement-wise, it makes Resident Evil 2 seem so...
Yeah,
it's just so bare bones.
Static and slow.
Yeah. I mean, the one thing that's very different about it, like in terms of navigating your way through zombies, is that like in RE2, if you on standard mode at least, if you shot a zombie in the head, 95% of the time they'd stagger, and then you'd have a window to run by them. In this game, it's not like that. You have to shoot them at like sometimes at least 3 times in the head before you stagger them. And I think that's to incentivize people using this new dodge mechanic, which I think is a better thing than just shooting them in the head and running by.
Yeah,
there's more performance.
You don't even have to get a perfect dodge either. Like they're not going to penalize people for not getting that.
Yeah.
Like sometimes I dodge and it's not perfect, and the zombie still misses me, and I'm like, whoa. And then you keep moving.
Yeah.
Oh, I've seen there's a thing online saying that apparently your dodging mechanic doesn't have to do with their hands about to reach you. It's if their stomach is about to touch Jill.
What the fuck?
Oh,
like their hitbox is off.
Right.
Yeah, like that. We were wondering, like, at what point do you press the button? Is it when at the moment they lunge, or at the moment they're about to grab you?
I'm gonna be completely honest, Lucy. I don't pay attention whatsoever. I go running directly at them head on and push the dodge button with left, and I usually get lucky.
Yeah. I do the same. You kind of go under their arm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't know either. You're talking like milliseconds. Like it's a different. Like you have to be really quick with it.
Nemesis, I don't have his timing down yet when it comes to dodging. I got very lucky with like the tentacle.
Yeah.
But that's it.
Yeah, just avoid that cunt altogether.
he's a weird one because when he throws a punch, his punch actually covers a lot of area. Like he actually swings behind him almost. So when you actually get behind him, he combos you to death sometimes.
Yeah, if he hits you, you have just enough time to dodge backwards when you get up. But that's it. You have literally a second.
And the one thing about the dodge as well that we had, like, initially, like I know we're only 3 days into the demo, 3 days into playing it, but the first 2 days, I think we were all under the impression that doing a perfect dodge actually gives you a boost. So like if you're, I know I'm going back to speedrun now, but we've realized that it doesn't actually give you a boost at all, but it only gives you a boost. Let's say if there's a zombie at a door, right, and you perfect dodge the zombie, you will actually burst your way through the door as the perfect dodge mechanic, like as it goes, but it's actually slower if you like do a normal dodge, because it actually takes time to open a door. It slows you down slightly when you open a door. So just wanted to
what I do?
That.
I just use my dodging mechanic when I'm by a door and slam gel through them.
Yeah, well, we do this. Apparently, you do that with a cutscene. It's got to be a really weird speedrun, because you know when she says "fuck you" to Carlos on the radio, that's that cutscene just before that. If you triple dodge into that, you gain a second. So expect to see a lot of that, like literally dodging into cutscenes, because apparently it's faster somehow.
That's going to be insanely frustrating. Jesus Christ.
Ugh.
I'm going to have a fun time watching you over the next few months, Lucy.
I'm going to have fun playing.
You're going to be fucking raging. If I see you raging at RE2, you're going to be 10 times more raging at RE3.
Well, I will say, there is going to be a speedrunner trophy. I already seen it.
Oh, yeah?
I'm just not going to say how long they give you.
Oh.
It's probably like 3 hours, is it? Or 4 hours?
A little less.
A little less? Less than 3 hours? 2.5?
Yeah. 2 hours, you gotta be under 2 hours.
Oh.
2 hours.
Which is kind of making me a little antsy. Like, there better be enough content here.
Yeah, it doesn't sound very long, does it?
No.
Like, I would like the speed run to be like, I'm talking like world records to be anywhere
like
from like an hour 20 or something.
I remember when I first beat Resident Evil 2 and I took everything in my first run. It took like 8 hours and some odd minutes.
Yeah.
So if we're going by that logic, and what was the speed run? Was there a speedrunner one for
7?
2?
2?
No, I'm not too sure.
I think, I don't know. I actually don't know about that.
I'm just gonna say, I'm just hoping there is enough content for the price package, because if you know what they were saying before is Resident Evil 3 was originally meant to be packaged with Resident Evil 2, because they started development, quote unquote, at the same time.
Right.
So if that's the case, I'm just hoping we're not paying for DLC, if you know what I mean. Catch my drift.
Yeah.
See, I expect, like, if they started development at the same time, if they did, then this game had like another year of development, right? So it should be, in theory, a bit longer, since it had that more development time.
It should be, yeah. Like, there's clearly, isn't it pretty clear that there's only one scenario as well, isn't there?
Yeah, they already confirmed there's only one ending.
Yeah. It'd be really disappointing if it's only like an hour speedrun.
Yeah.
I mean, they already cut out the frickin', what do you call it, the decision-making things.
Yeah.
The run.
I think we're gonna play as Carlos maybe at least twice, two different parts of the game. I don't want to spoil anything, but I actually know for a fact that it's like you can play as him. I don't know if it's gonna be the same part. I can't even say it, but I'm fairly sure you're gonna play as him twice in the game.
Yeah, I kind of figured. They said they were gonna extend him a little bit.
It'd be it'd be cool if like you would just play through as like Claire, and then you would unlock that like side story like RE4 style with Carlos.
Why get that when we could have Ghost Survivors 2?
Ghost Survivors 2, the sequel.
Jesus. They better not do that.
No, they'll have Resistance instead. Which, by the way, Lucy, are you going to be playing Resistance, the beta?
See, fucking everyone's asking me this.
Yeah,
I'm not into Resistance.
Yeah, but it's Resident Evil 3 though.
I might just download the beta.
It's only 10 gigs.
I don't know.
But then, Lucy, are you into RE3? Remake?
Yeah.
Then you're on to Resident Evil Resistance.
I know,
Pretty much.
No, but I probably will play it. Like, it's just that
Honestly,
March
Lucy,
27th.
Just don't play the Mastermind. You'll still be playing Resident Evil.
Mate, I'd play the Mastermind every day, man. I fucking love
Is
that.
it not good, the Mastermind, though?
Yeah, no, it's good. It's just you're saying like this isn't your kind of stickler thing. So I'm saying like if you don't want that kind of gameplay, all you gotta do is just play as the survivors.
Yeah.
And you get a real Resident Evil experience because you're technically just shooting enemies with shit.
Yeah, I'd fuck he's all over, man. I would spawn in the liquors and shit.
Oh, please, I already got
what's happening? What's happening?
Do you think they're actually going to add new things to this beta? That as opposed to what the alpha was?
Probably the new maps, right?
Yeah, we're probably getting more of the final version.
Yeah.
The game's done. It's already being sold in France, so.
Yeah.
Like, do you reckon they'll add something like they'll probably add the hunters?
It's possible.
Maybe.
Now that would be exciting.
That'd be really cool.
See how they behave.
Yeah. I wonder if they're gonna have like a progression system. So that means like, you can have the hunters unless you
we're getting
progress.
Loot boxes, so.
Oh, no. Oh man, you get the hunters through the loot box. There we are.
They're cosmetics only.
Top hat on the hunter. There you are, cosmetic.
Yeah.
Boom.
And I can't see Capcom not giving a way to earn them.
Yeah.
Without having to pay for them, so.
Yeah.
I can't bitch about it. It's cosmetic, so.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's very true.
I just get a bad it just doesn't sound good whenever I hear loot boxes.
That's because they have such a stigma attached to them. EA.
Yeah, the fucking other companies don't help it, man. Do not help it. Like I don't mind loot boxes. Like I think Overwatch does it okay, where it's like purely cosmetic and you get them like once. Well, yeah, I think it's like once every time you level up, and there's like every couple of games and all that you get a loot box, and you're like, oh, that's cool. Yeah, Division, yeah. Division as well does it.
Division 2 does it.
Yeah. Which I don't mind. Like, I don't mind. Unless it's like a Battlefront 2 situation where you can't get a fucking full-on character, a massive gameplay element, unless you get it. Like, that's bullshit. But if it's just... Yeah, but if it's just a costume, then that's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I agree.
I don't need to pay for it.
Like, it's really only around the corner now. Like, there's only... How many days now is it? Like 12 days left or something?
Yeah.
Like it's something like that, I don't know.
I want to move on to something more interesting. I wrote down here Resident Evil 8 leaks, but we're going to scrap the leaks part, right? We're going to play something interesting. We're going to do something interesting. I want you guys, right? You, Lucy, and you, AJ, to come up with an idea of what you want from a Resident Evil 8 game. And I want you to pitch it to me right now. Lucy, you're thinking. You looked it down. You were like, okay, what was that? Lucy, do you have an idea?
What I would want, I don't think other people would want.
Yeah.
I don't think other Resident Evil fans would want.
Yeah.
No, I already know what I want. People would not want.
First person.
You don't know.
First person.
I was gonna say first person. I want first person Resident Evil game.
The only way I'll want that again is if it's optional.
Mate, no, like, the thing is, like, see what Lucy said in the stream the other day, AJ. He said it'd be cool to have, like, the first 3 games fixed camera, right? 4, 5, 6, third person over the shoulder. 7, 8, 9, first person.
First person.
No, if it goes back to that, I won't play them. You cannot give us back over the shoulder and then just abandon it again. That is ridiculous.
I love first person. With
I think, yeah.
They all feel the same to me. Resident Evil 7, people say it all the time. It's so much scarier because it's in first person. It feels the fucking same to me.
Yeah.
It is not scarier. It is the exact same.
God.
I just feel uncomfortable with how much I disagree at the minute. Like, I love Resident Evil 7. Like, I think the first person view gave it something that it was very fucking strange, and I liked it. Whereas Resident Evil 3, Resident Evil 2 and 3, it was like, okay, we're back to, like, actually Curio Hunters he said something kind of cool. Like, he was talking like Resident Evil 7 went back to bare bones fundamental Resident Evil. Resident Evil 2 remake was more kind of action based. Now we have like a dodge mechanic with Resident Evil 3, so we're slowly going back to Resident Evil 6. So I don't even think Resident Evil 8 will be more like Resident Evil 7, like first person or slower. It's probably going to be the same as Resident Evil 3.
I know the ideal situation. Like, you see right now, like to appease I would say most people is to have that slight option, right, where you hit a button and then there you are. Like with the Resident Evil 3 remake, like fucking AJ sent me the video. I'd actually seen before of the first person mod. And it was I looked at it and I'm like, this is what I envisioned when I talked about like a VR version of RE3 like fucking ages ago. Of like you turn around first person, you have the aiming in the barrel and you see Nemesis right in front of you. I'm like, that's fucking crazy. I would fucking love that.
There's a mod, like, there's a first person mod at the minute that looks really good.
That's
actually looks like Resident Evil 7.
That's what we're literally you were literally talking about that, then,
yeah. I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
Yeah, we're talking. Yeah, we were talking about that. Thought that was amazing.
They give the option of swapping it from the option menus or whatever. Perfectly fine with it. Throw it in there. But if they're gonna get rid of third person again, absolutely not. I will not buy the games going forward.
I mean, to me, the perspective isn't even that much of an important thing to me. I don't mind it.
It is for me because most people say when you play a first person game, you connect more with the character because you are being technically put in their shoes.
No.
To me, I don't want that because look at how fucking dumb Ethan was.
The thing is, right?
He had no personality.
Yeah,
they wanted you to be him.
Yeah, the thing is, like, what I love most about like first-person horror games is like I don't get like. I'll be honest, I don't care about the character, right? I just don't. Like, Ethan, I didn't pay him any mind. I don't think he's an iconic character. I don't give a fuck. But I like just fully immersing myself into a situation. Like, with a horror game, when you're looking, especially when you're looking at a character, like, it's essentially like watching a film as well. Where you are seeing the character react to certain things, but when you're in the game, you're the one reacting. But first person game, you're the one reacting to that. You know, you're in that sort of situation.
I've never felt that way.
Here's a very simple explanation to me about why first person is just inherently more immersive. Is because when I'm speedrunning Resident Evil 2 over and over again, I'm looking at Leon, I'm looking at Claire, I'm looking at Sherry, I'm looking at Ada, and when I fuck up in the game, I'm like, fuck you, Leon. What the fuck are you doing? Fucking Claire, chill. Grab the fuck... Open the door, Claire. But when I'm playing in Resident Evil 7, I'm not saying, Ethan, for fuck's sake. I know I'm angry at myself. I'm like, what the fuck am I doing? Because I don't see anyone else. That's like, to me, I'd never say that. But I always say it in Resident Evil 2 or even 3. So that's like a simple explanation for me. Like, I just find... first person, like, I'm there, I'm in the shoes.
My thing generally is I am just tired of other games changing to bring other people into or to appease a certain audience. Resident Evil should not have to change its perspective to fit only one.
The thing is, I don't think... I know what you're saying there, but like with the Resident Evil games, right, I think it's... They've been experimenting for fucking years, right?
Yeah.
Yes, and almost every single one, except for Resident Evil 7 that used first person, failed.
I wouldn't say it failed.
Failed?
Oh, I would absolutely say failed. Survivor failed. Dark Side Chronicles failed. Umbrella Chronicles
I would not say Resident Evil 7 failed. Absolutely not. I disagree with that.
I didn't say
like,
Resident Evil 7. I said
thought you that. All right, okay. I thought you implied when we were talking about that there. You said, "Oh no, it failed."
Yeah, no, I said like, almost every first-person thing that they have done with Resident Evil has failed. And when I said that, I didn't mention 7. I said Umbrella Chronicles, Dark Side, and Survivor.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
And then
those games are shit, though.
That's the only one.
Okay, yeah. Those games are shit, though, so...
That's kind of...
it's just... They're fundamentally shit.
That wasn't because of the perspective, in my opinion. Like, there's a lot more wrong with those games that has nothing to do with the perspective, in my opinion.
Yeah.
We're just not going to find any common ground on this one. Like I said, I've been playing a lot of first-person games lately. Gotten used to it. It's fine. Whatever. It doesn't become any more immersive for me.
Right.
I don't think Resident Evil needs it. It doesn't add anything to it. All it's doing is changing its identity over time, and I don't want that. If I want that, I'll go play a different game.
I think with Resident Evil and its identity, it's always been a bit varied, right? Like, people are still scrambling for the fixed camera angle shit.
I don't want fixed camera angle.
I don't want fixed. I don't. Yeah, like
I'm past that stage now.
I think we're all agreed here that we don't want like fixed camera, but there's still fucking people out there that are like, oh no, Resident Evil is 1, 2, 3, Code Veronica because of fixed camera.
No.
Everything after that, non-existent.
how many
a lot of people
fixed
say
camera
that.
angles me and Bundy have played over the last 2 years.
Yeah, I know.
And every single one of them has been shit.
Yeah. Oh, I wonder wonder which ones we are referencing there.
We shall never say names.
Fear of the Dark Unknown.
I have
Crying.
I think I watched you play a little bit.
Yeah. Mate, I refunded it because my actually, it wasn't my PC. I played it and it was just like, it was.
I wouldn't say it's bad per se. It's just one of those games that you're either gonna love or hate right off the bat.
It's not the see with me though.
Yeah.
With that game. I think I talked to you about it, Age, but I just maybe go down this fucking spiral where I'm like, I really cannot be fucked anymore with all these games trying to fucking adopt the classic RE identity. It's like, make your fucking own. Like, why do you keep trying to do the whole exact same formula over and over and over again and be like, oh no, we are doing our own thing. Look at us. We are special. We are going back to the roots. Like, every fucking indie title has said that we're going back. No, you and about 7 or 8 other fucking cunts are going back to a mansion, to zombies, to fix camera angles, to fucking stupid sword puzzles or some shit. It's like, go do your own fucking thing. Get your own imagination. Stop fucking doing this shite. There is many more creative horror people out there that have done so much cool shit. Like fucking the guy from Team Silent, he went on to create Siren, whatever you can say. Siren, like the fucking early games are pretty pish, but at least it's original, you know.
That game that just came out, we were talking about it before, Lucy. Song of Horror? Song of Horror? That's it, yeah. That is the perfect classic Resident Evil type of game. And they did it perfectly.
Because it does its own thing. It's like, it's
there's no, I only played episode 1 and there's no combat in it. But I didn't feel as if it even needed it. Like, it was effective anyway. Like,
mate, you had that fucking mate. This made me this infuriated me because like what was it, a fucking couple of weeks ago? There was this game that was like released on PlayStation, and there was actually on the trailer was on the official PlayStation channel. I looked at the trailer and they got a bunch of likes and stuff like that. And the comments were like, "Oh my god, it's Resident Evil! Oh my god!" And I'm just looking at it, I'm like, "Oh, this is Dawn of Fear. This looks absolutely pish. What am I looking at now? What is this?" It looks so shite. I'm just looking at it and people are like pure ecstatic over it because I had that fucking camera in the corner of the room or some shit. And I'm like, mate, it's not even creative camera angles. You're just having the corner up the bloody in a security camera style. What are you doing there? It's pish. They're all pish. Not all of them.
That's what a lot of people don't realize.
Most of them.
Those classic Resident Evil games, those camera angles took forever to come up with because it was all about that mood and setting up that right atmosphere as you stepped into that camera angle.
It's essentially
they just slap them anywhere they want.
That's what they don't understand. Like, the thing is, they don't have that sort of they don't have that vision. Like, see, when you're like creating like a film or something like that, you create a storyboard and you envision each individual shot.
Yeah,
that's what you should be doing for a game like that, because you are essentially having shots, right? It's not like a consistent third person or like a full on, or it's not like so it's not like
it's
third person like flowing like and then you have the cutscenes and then flowing. It's not, you have that shit. Yeah. It's just, oh man, it's just lazy, man. It's lazy. You know what I'm gonna say? It's fucking lazy.
It is lazy.
It's like, moon.
And the sad part is, there's upcoming games that are using the same thing. No name shall be mentioned.
Do you want me to mention them?
we didn't even mention Daymare. I know Daymare doesn't even.
Fucking Daymare, that's one of them, man.
I was trying to defend that to me the other day, Lucy, and I told him every single issue you had. Like, well, they must have not been good at it. I'm like, no, the game was fucking buggy as shit.
Yeah, it was terrible. It was actually the worst game of the year. Like, absolutely atrocious.
I was
not one redeeming factor.
You know what the best part is, too, boys? I predicted it for a year and nobody believed me.
I like to be optimistic.
Well, it wasn't that I didn't believe you.
Well, it's more so you wanted to get your own opinion in. I get it.
Yeah.
But it's just like, oh yeah, I got it right again.
It's just, that's another fucking thing, man. People, having like the whole umbrella copies, man. It's like, can't.
Well, here's my thing too on Invader Games. They stopped making the whole Capcom thing in their Resident Evil 2 demo that was complete arse to begin with. Capcom only invited you to Capcom Studio to shut you up. It doesn't mean you're good. Your game was shit. Move on. Make something original.
The only good part of that game was the hospital section. That was it. Like, that was fairly decent.
I just don't get it because, like, the thing is, like, they have that growing talent, right? Mm-hmm. Like, they have the skills. Like, if you just stop trying to fucking recreate something and try to get nostalgia bait, you could potentially make something quite good and original, but you're refusing not to. You're refusing.
It literally goes back to what you were saying earlier, Bunny, about all these companies just trying to remilk what Resident Evil used to be.
Yeah.
Stop it.
Yeah.
Stop it.
It's crazy.
Resident Evil is still a thing now. It's still being made.
Yeah.
Let Resident Evil be Resident Evil.
Yeah.
Do something of your own.
Yeah.
Like, there's nothing wrong with using fixed camera angles. It's just don't try to clone the gameplay and everything from Resident Evil and the story and the fucking like.
Do a Song of Horror.
Inventory.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Song of Horror had the fixed cameras, but
it would be okay if it was just like one or two things that it pays homage to, but when the entire fucking game is just a Resident Evil clone.
Don't even get talking about Resident Evil clones, you had the fucking Outbreak series. You know what that is?
What was that?
This pure shitty developer that buys asset packs and he starts to recreate. He's literally making Resident Evil Outbreak, but making it shittier and selling about. Hang on, actually, I wrote down like a fake video. Hang on. So it was like 5 games over the course of 2 years, I think. The Outbreak games. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go over to Steam, type in Outbreak onto Steam. Hang on. Let me just list out the amount of fucking games because he made a collection on Steam. Hang on. Let me just. So this cunt, right? He made the Outbreak Ultimate Apocalypse bundle. These are Resident Evil clones, like complete rip-off. So you have Outbreak, that got released in 2017. You have Outbreak: The New Nightmare, Outbreak: The Nightmare Chronicles. That was episode 1. Don't worry, there's a season pass with that. Then you have Outbreak: Lost Hope. Then Outbreak Epidemic, and guys, don't worry, there's plenty of DLC for each one of these games. Player skins for 79p. You have a flashlight effects pack for $1.99. You have a camera effects pack for $1.99. These things are fucking fundamentals you have in the game. But don't worry, Outbreak Epidemic has a deluxe edition DLC. Do not worry. So does Lost Hope as well.
There's so much. I'm looking at it now. There's so much.
Yeah, fucking. Oh man, it makes me raging. It's really irritating. These fucking
Outbreak demo is free.
That was the game we were playing when me and you first started talking.
Yeah, mate. Oh yeah, because before, right, Lucy. Just to clarify, I bought and played. What was it? The New Nightmare? Nightmare Chronicles, because it was an episode 1 thing, and I was like, okay, this is alright, I suppose. And I got to like this mansion sort of setting, like a main hall setting, and I'm like, hang on, why do I recognise this? I recognise this somewhere. Turned out the night before I played an Itch.io free horror game that had the exact same layout, the exact same buildings, the exact same graveyard, and everything, and I'm like, wait a second. This is dodgy. What? Is this made by the same guy? Wasn't made by the same guy. Went on the Unreal Engine shop or something. Fucking massive asset packs. So this guy didn't even develop the game. He just fucking put together like a bunch of asset packs and sold them.
It was so funny too because I remember I was there with you and he's just like, why do I remember this? I feel like I've been here and I never played this game before. I'm like, well, Google some of the images. You might be able to, reverse search the image.
See, I have no problem with people using assets. Just don't buy a bunch of asset packs and then make a game out of it and say it's yours. Like, that's just fucking lying.
Yeah, that's just no.
Yeah.
I mean, why not just buy the assets and make them your own, as in repaint them or, restructure them?
Mate, fucking... See, I've not made a new survival horror video in a while. And you want to know why? Because there's nothing fucking original coming out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's been that way for years. I feel.
No, there was a good few like decent looking ones, like Negative Atmosphere, the video I just did there. That game looks pretty cool. Remothered. There you are.
That's probably the best horror game to come out of the last 2 generations.
Have you played Remothered?
I haven't played it, but
play it on stream.
I've had a lot of people come to me and say avoid that game. To be
avoid that game? No, tell them go fuck themselves.
That's trash at it.
Yeah, they don't understand, man.
Because I heard it's just a hide and seek simulator like Outlast, but third person basically. That's what I heard.
What? No, it's Clock Tower. Have you ever played Clock Tower?
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
See, these two guys got into an argument on my stream over it actually being a Clock Tower sequel because one of the characters' names is the same. Yeah, well, I don't know anything. I don't really know much about it, but like they were saying that it was.
Oh no, you could go back to me for those. You could go back to those cunts for me and just say, no, bruh, it's confirmed. Spiritual successor. You're both fucking wrong. Get out.
People don't know enough information, chat and shit. People that have too much opinions on things they don't understand.
Yeah. I was saying this to Kieran the other night. I swear to God, gamers are what's making me hate gaming. If people would shut the fuck up, stop trying to be critics of every fucking thing and try to enjoy the games a little bit more, everybody be way more happier.
Mate, that's what I see on my channel. I barely fucking make a rant. Actually, I don't make a rant video at all. I stay away from I just play things I like.
Rant video.
Yeah, like because like see YouTube channels and all that. Whenever like a game does something wrong, they all just start fucking screaming and shouting, and they only cover the bad things in gaming, and then that's it because obviously they need to have that opinion. For me,
constantly complaining about something I find is a defense mechanism.
Yeah,
because they don't want to really admit that they like something, so they don't want their idea of something that's good threatened.
Yeah,
it's true.
That's basically it.
Like there's a difference between nitpicking and giving an actual like feedback on the game that you want to see patched.
Yeah.
I don't think gamers realize where the middle ground is. Like when I did that review for Resident Evil 7 that I sent you.
Yeah.
People need to look at the good, the bad, and the gray right in the middle.
By the way, I just want to shout out one little survival horror game that's doing it right. Conscript, that World War One survival horror. I did a video on it. World War One survival horror game that takes elements from Resident Evil, but makes it original. It makes it its own thing.
Let me look it up.
Don't worry, Lucy. I'll send you my video on it. Hang on. You won't find him because I was the first one to do a cover on it.
Of course you were.
Hang on, let me put this up.
There you are. Look at that shit. Oof. Oh, do you see that thumbnail? I thought it was pretty good. Pretty good shit. I like it.
I don't know. I still think the best one is that first Remother video we did.
Oh yeah. Man,
you love using your Deadly Premonition, don't you?
Oh, I love that music.
I love it as well, yeah.
See, I'm excited for Deadly Premonition 2 coming out just to use the music and not actually play
that's a really strange one. That's going to be interesting to see what they do with that game.
Yeah. It has save rooms in it with like the same room theme and shit, and I'm like, it has the fundamentals of a Resident Evil, right? You look at that. But then when you're playing that game, right, when you're looking at it, it has its own identity.
Yeah.
It's not like a mansion. It's not doing anything fucking, Resident Evil like. It's its own thing. It just takes elements. Yeah. That's fine. And people borrow shit all the time.
It's a really strange game. Like I enjoyed playing it because of the fact that it was like the Room of video games. It was so bad, but it was really good. I couldn't explain it. Like,
what game is that again? Sorry.
The movie, The Room.
Oh, The Room, right? Okay.
Yeah. Because it was like so bad it's good kind of thing. I felt like that with Deadly Premonition.
Deadly Premonition was
it was so bad that I was enjoying it.
Wasn't that? Oh, I heard a rumor. I don't know if it's true. And I think I brought this up in the podcast before because I remember saying exactly what I'm about to say in the now. People clarify this for me. People Google it because I'm not entirely sure. Wasn't this made like? Should I even say it? I don't know if I should say it. Oh no! But it was like it was made by like autistic people for people like them to understand.
I was about to say that. I said that on stream before.
I wasn't too sure. I was like,
isn't it labeled as a game that's kind of like it's meant to convey like our interpretation of what autism actually is, like how all the characters interact with one another is really strange.
Yeah.
And basic.
Yeah.
Like, and I kind of believe that. It's actually kind of good. It's really interesting to think about that, like as a reason, as a real reason why it was made.
Yeah. The game's fun though. Did you beat it on stream actually?
No, I didn't beat it, but I got a good bit into it. Like I was like I had enough. I was like, right, I get it. I get what the game is. But like just it's so strange. Like you walk into the police station, and one of the sheriffs is like running over to you like a sissy girl, and it's like completely not acknowledged. Like it's like, but that was what I liked about it. I was like, what is it?
Oh man, the game is just something.
Have you've played it, AJ, haven't you? Deadly Premonition.
I have not.
Oh, you haven't?
You should play it. I want to know your thoughts on it.
I'd love it if you had a camera so you could see your facial expression and just reaction of these things.
I do have a camera.
Are you going to use it?
You used it once.
I used it a couple of times, but it didn't really seem like it did any difference, so I just stopped using it.
What you mean, like?
Like, people were coming to me because, I don't usually use a camera. And they were saying to me, you're a great streamer, but if you would just use a camera, your viewers would probably pick up. So I'm like, what? I am so fucking tired of hearing this. I'm going to prove all you little bitches wrong.
I never said... that's not what I mean when I say camera.
Oh, not you. Not you.
Oh. Okay.
I'm talking about there's many people outside of you who have come to me and said, turn on your webcam, let people see you, blah, 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 blah. Anyway, I turned it on. I let it go for a couple of days every time I would stream. It made no fucking difference whatsoever. Nobody gave a shit. I'm like, this is how I look. Look at me stare at the screen now.
I think people just want to add you to the rank bank, to be honest.
Yeah, that's the
probably.
That's why they weren't chatting. They were just fucking just wanking. Like that's all you were doing.
I've always had that in the back of my mind.
Too busy.
Yes.
But that's why I think a camera would be good if you play a strange game like that, so we could see.
Yeah.
Their reaction, because I was sitting there going, "What is up?" Just complete confusion as to what was going on.
Probably would have worked really good for Resident Evil 3.
Yeah, that'd been good.
Like it's not mandatory. Like, but I think ultimately, people do ultimately prefer to see a face.
I do think it does connect the viewer with the streamer, but at the same time,
maybe a bit too much, man. Maybe a bit too much. Some people fucking overly bond with that shit, man.
No, sure. Like I don't like. I watch streamers without a camera. Like I know Pyramid K at the minute. He has looking at him right now. He has 79 viewers, and he's never used the camera in his life. But he's so interesting to watch because he's speedrunning the Resident Evil 3 original, and you hear him scream when he makes a mistake or something. Enough,
Yep. Yeah. I never understood that comparison that if you don't have a webcam, that you're not going to do as well on Twitch. It literally all comes down to your personality at the end of the day.
Yeah. Like, see the thing is, there's some people that, again, they have, like, the webcam on, but they don't talk or anything like that. Even if they have a chat, they don't really talk too much. And so it just sort of makes it a bit awkward where you just have, like, this guy just sitting there, and you're like, okay.
Yeah.
It's really weird. I had to get myself into practice for that, because when Bundy started watching me, he picked up on the fact that if nobody was in there, I would be quiet, or if nobody was talking, I'd be quiet. So he started saying to me, just act like you're talking to yourself. You got to get used to talking to yourself. So I started doing that, and now I just say random shit like, if it's too quiet, I'm like, Wah! Or make weird fucking noises.
Mate, it's good. It's fun talking to yourself.
As long as you're not answering yourself.
I just want the clip of that. Like on my stream, like in a command, like ! Bundy, and they just go, "It's fun talking to yourself." I love that. Like,
mate, I talk to myself all the time. Might be a wee bit of a psychopath doing that, but
it is perfectly fine unless you start answering yourself.
Yeah.
My hope is just to develop like a split personality.
Yeah.
Just have that.
Oh God, we're gonna have the next Alexia Ashford.
Actually, do you think there's a streamer that's like that? Like, see how there's a few like streamers that like advertise like their disabilities, like Tourette's or something like that. Do you think there's someone that has like a split personality and then they go on stream and and every time their personality like switches, they have a different scene in OBS they switch to represent that personality? Lucy just looks utterly confused.
That's a little kind of. That is so strange. Like I never even thought of that.
Mate, that'd be incredible. Actually, that's just a random thought.
That's like some Joker stuff.
Yeah. Maybe they have like they're like Two-Face. They only show like half their face, and then the other scene shows the other.
He's looking down right now because you secretly foiled his plan of what he's gonna launch next year.
It's like one scene has a hat, the other scene the hat is gone, and he has a different personality. He no longer drinks.
I mean, I might do well.
Yeah.
You never know.
Can't do any worse than most people, so.
Are you going to try and like pursue the whole like full-time streamer thing?
Me?
Yeah. I think goes well.
I'd love if I become a full-time streamer. Like my Twitch channel has been doing really, really well.
They've been doing bits, man. Yeah.
I just hope it keeps going. Like, and even with Resident Evil 3, that people are still interested in coming by and watching. And it, like, I hate to say it, but like this COVID-19 has kind of been a blessing in disguise.
Yeah,
because I lost my job, and I lost my job temporarily because of it. But like it's in my contract that I'll come back when the market picks up. But it's going really well. Like I kind of don't want to go back.
Yeah.
So yeah.
See, like film sets and TV sets and all that right now are dead in the water. So like a bunch of us don't have that sort of work going. So there's no freelance work in my field at the moment, which is going to be fun.
It's everywhere now. Pretty much every business has taken a hit. Like I can't even imagine. I got particularly bad RNG with this thing because I work for an Italian tourism company. So like, I was so unlucky. Like, who's taking tours in Italy? Everyone's just not allowed to walk the streets, and that was like curfew. Like.
Do virtual tours. You have to innovate. You know. You get a bunch of people like see what are those scooter things, right? Where you put your 2 feet on it and then you lean forward and you start going forward.
Oh yeah.
You get what I mean?
Yeah, they're kind of dangerous. I don't know how people use them.
But think of it this way: so you attach iPad screens to them, right? And you FaceTime each person, giving them a virtual live tour. So there's only one person in the street, and like an army of these things rolling behind them with like FaceTimed actual people like at their homes. And so their faces on those things, but they're all at their homes, and they're all getting a proper tour.
This sounds like remember the movie WALL-E? All the fat people stuck in the wheelchair.
Yeah. Wow,
that was a good impression, actually.
Hey, Prophet Man, how's it going? Not seen you in a wee while. By the way, I've not even acknowledged the fucking chat at all this stream. I've been doing good. Been doing good. Yeah, no. Usually,
really fucking good.
Usually in a podcast setting, I don't really acknowledge the chat too much, just because it's going to be uploaded to YouTube like right after. So I don't want like an entire podcast being like, "Hello."
YouTube, never heard of
YouTube. Oh wow. Not many viewers of the podcast on YouTube, but it's still there for anyone to view, just in case, you know.
The one thing about that is that you mentioned about chat is that the one thing about being full time now, like I've been doing 8-hour streams.
Yeah.
And the one thing that's like driving me insane now is I'm having the exact same conversation like fucking 50 times.
Yeah.
Welcome to my world, Lucy.
Oh my god, I'm losing my mind. Like people coming in saying, "Have you played the demo of Resident Evil 3 yet?" I'm like, "Yeah, I really liked it." Someone coming in and saying like, literally asking the same question, and meanwhile I'm speedrunning the exact same game. It's like Groundhog Day. It's literally like fucking, and I'm losing my mind. I'm getting frustrated. It's streaming's full time. It's easier than a full time job, but it's not fucking easy. Like,
mentally, it's not good.
No. Oh my god.
Trust me, I know.
Yeah. I don't know. Like, I think for a job, I would love to be in like like a workplace where you go, like, I would love to do what I'm doing right now, making videos and stuff like that, but like I go to work for that and then I come home and do something else.
Office.
Yeah, an actual like office sort of stuff, instead of me sitting in my house by myself doing the video, because that just seems really depressing. You know?
Yeah.
And you're not really socializing that much. Even when you're at work, you're still socializing, you know? Even
I'll be completely honest. I'm antisocial as fuck, so...
Yeah. I'm social, man. No, I need people to talk to, man. That's why I'm trying to like move out this year, which will probably be delayed because of the fucking coronavirus.
Oh, yeah.
But I would hate to live by myself. I would hate that so much because I would have no one to talk to.
Well, I reckon there's going to be a huge baby boom this year because all the couples are just staying at home and they're like, right, we're kind of bored. What are you going to do?
Oh,
go for a ride.
2.0.
Whip out the lingerie there. Things are going to get boring.
Generation Boomer 2.0.
The Boomer 2.0. Jesus Christ.
To be fair, Corona's trying to kill off most of the boomers, so we might as well have another boomer.
Yeah. So that is... I had other topics, but we're running over an hour now. So if anyone in the chat has any questions for myself, Lucy, or AJ, then you can say them now for the next 10 minutes. But yeah, is there anything you guys want to talk about for the next 10 minutes? While anyone...
yes. The simple fact that now we need the greatest game ever remade.
Damer.
Resident Evil 6.
Oh my god.
I thought you were going to say crying is not enough there. It's like, oh.
I swear to God, like I actually do get some people coming to my stream and like they'll seriously talk about Resident Evil 6 being masterful and like...
Oh yeah, like it's a godsend.
Like, I don't know if they're trolling me or not. Like,
I think they're on crack, Lucy. They definitely on crack.
Lakota says thoughts on a possible Division scenario happening in real life. I would say.
In real life?
Yeah.
It's already basically happened. New York's on quarantine.
Yeah.
Fucking Christ.
Agents activated.
It's like that Stephen King story, The Stand. Did you ever read that book?
Mm-hmm.
It's exactly like that, and it's fucking scary.
Yeah.
But like the virus in that wipes out like 98% of the population or something. It's
yeah.
crazy.
I don't.
That's
yeah.
why they use hand sanitizer.
Well, there's no. Yeah.
I'm drinking the stuff almost.
God.
I mean, you do drink. So it's hand sanitizer for your insides.
Man, I've been on fucking...
Basically, yeah.
I've been on antibiotics for like the past week, and I've not been able to drink. Well, I've chosen not to drink on them because apparently they make you ill or some shit if you drink.
They say that, but I've done it.
I've done it as well. I think it's basically to cover their own asses.
Right.
Yeah. They say that basically for any medication. Like when I was on a certain medication when I was younger, I drank on top of it, and it gave me like hot and cold flashes at the same time.
See, I just want to try and avoid any sort of like medical hiccups, especially in this fucking environment, you know.
Yeah.
So it's like just to try and minimize that.
A few weeks ago, I came home from work and I drank coffee the wrong way, and I kind of choked on it. I was like, and I was really horribly coughing. And my parents were just looking at me like wide eyes, thinking like,
"Oh shit!
Have you got the plague? Have you?"
Am I gonna have to beat him in the fucking heart? I don't know the Heimlich.
Right. It seems like that's us for today. I just want to thank everyone for coming along. Lucy, thank you for coming, and AJ, thank you for coming along. I do really appreciate it, guys. It's really cool.
You're welcome.
No problem,
come on,
anytime.
sharing your thoughts on RE3. I sort of got a wee bit silent because you guys were like, "Ooh," going right at it. So I appreciate that. That's good.
Oh yeah, when it comes to Resident Evil, me and Lucy don't hold back. We keep going.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
We're hardly not going to talk about it.
Yeah,
we're eventually gonna.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's not really much to talk about because, like I said,
it's a demo.
The demo.
Yeah.
It feels just like Resident Evil 2, except better.
Yeah.
Actually, there's actually one question I want to ask you guys. The way Nemesis kind of changes a zombie, like he puts like a parasite in their head.
Oh yeah.
I haven't gotten killed by that yet. I don't know what the purpose of that actually is. I can't work it out.
To me, it just looks like a fucking little Easter egg for the people who were in the 4, which I'm not a big fan of, as you know. So I'm just like, keep the shit out of my game.
Yeah, like my question was like, have you gotten killed by it yet? Because I don't even know if you can get killed.
I got sucked on by it, which it looked really fucking weird.
Yeah, it's like a foreskin that just goes over Jill's head, like.
Yeah, it looked like an ass cheek.
I thought it was good because it started expanding and shit. I thought it was gonna be like a bomber zombie or something, you know?
Yeah, like a bloater almost.
Yeah. I thought it was gonna be like something like that, but
honestly, I think it's just really fucking cheap. It's another way to try to slow down the player so they don't get through the game as quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's the purpose of it. Like the zombie is just meant to hold, because every time it grabs me, it punches both of us. So I think it's meant to just stop you from running, so Nemesis can punch you.
Yeah.
I don't even know what the fuck is. Do we even have a name for it yet?
No. I don't know what it is.
Find out next time in the Mighty Cunapple Show. Thank you all for coming along. See you later.